Hey guys, I'm Alena and today we are gonna do some questions on Passé Composé. So let's get started. So I already made videos explaining Passé Composé. You can check them out in the description box. Today we'll briefly discuss it and then solve the questions. So Passé Composé, as we all know, is a tense of the past and it is formed by putting the subject along with our auxiliary verb avoir or être, the past participle and the object. We use être when we have verbs under the list Dr. and Mrs. Van der Tramp and pronominal verbs, and all the rest of the cases we use avoir. With Dr. and Mrs. Van der Tramp and pronominal verbs, that is when we are using the auxiliary être, we will do the accordance. That is, if our subject is feminine singular, we will add extra e, feminine plural es, and for masculine plural s. In masculine singular, no accordance. So the general rule for forming the past participle is for er verbs, you remove the r and add accent aigu on e. For re verbs, you remove re and add u. And for ir verbs, you just remove the r, not I. And this is just a general rule. There would be many exceptions. Another one more important thing is transitive and intransitive verbs. The verbs which you see here, basically 6 verbs from the Dr. and Mrs. Van der Tramp list. Sometimes these verbs are conjugated with avoir instead of être. And when is that? When the action that is carried out is on the object. In other words, when we are directly talking about the object. Or in more simpler verbs, when the object is placed after the verb, you will put avoir. In other cases, when the action is on the subject and there is no direct object, or object is placed after a preposition, then you will put être, only with these 6 verbs. And for negation, you will put the ne and pa around the auxiliary verb, and when you have to do inversion, you will invert the place of the auxiliary verb and the subject, and past participle will remain as it is. Now let's solve the questions. First question says, il lit déjà le livre. Now we have an adverb over here and our verb is lire, which will be conjugated with avoir. So il a, then we will place déjà and then the past participle lu. Il a déjà lu le livre. He has already read the book. Second question, elle se lavait avec de l'eau froide. She took a bath with cold water. So se laver, pronominal verb, so we'll do with être. So se laver. We have added the extra e because our subject is feminine and it is singular, and we are using the auxiliary as être. Third question, Adya ne pas choisir sa robe. Adya did not choose her dress. So choisir. So first we'll put the negation. So n'a pas, and then choisir, the past participle choisi. Adya n'a pas choisi sa robe. Fourth question, elle dash sortir sa voiture du garage. Now here you see sortir, and I just told you about transitive and intransitive verbs. Now here you see our object is directly after our verb. We do not have any preposition in between, and the sentence means she took her car out of the garage. So the action is being done on the object, which is the car. So this will be conjugated with avoir. So it becomes elle a sorti, and as we are doing it with avoir, we will not do the accordance. The fifth question says, fais-tu du yoga? So this is in present tense and it is in inversion. So we need to put it in Passé Composé inversion. So just to explain you guys, I'm just doing it in 3 steps, but you can do it directly. So first I'll just write this without the inversion. Tu fais du yoga. Okay. Now if you change this into Passé Composé, this becomes tu as fait du yoga. Now just invert. So this is the answer. as-tu fait du yoga? Next question is, combien d'exercices dash il complété? How many exercises did they complete? So compléter, avoir we will conjugate, so ont-ils. Now after il you will place compléter. Seventh question, le bébé dash tombé sur le gazon. The baby fell on the grass. So tomber, it will be conjugated with être. So le bébé est tombé. And since our subject is masculine, so we don't have to do any accordance. Eighth question, je dash monter sur la table. Again, now you see monter, another verb from the transitive and intransitive list. Now here you see we have a preposition before our object. So when we have a preposition before the object, we will conjugate with être. So je suis monté. And the next question is, les élèves ne pas encore s'asseoir devant le tableau. It looks a bit complicated, but it's easy if you solve step by step. So first we see that we have negation. Next we also have an adverb. And lastly, a verb is a pronominal verb. So everything is mixed. So first step, pronominal verb. So the conjugation will be se, sont. We have negation. And negation always wraps around the auxiliary verb. So it becomes ne se sont pas. Let's write this much. Ne se sont pas. And in one of our previous questions also, we did that after the auxiliary, we will place our adverb. So, ne se sont pas encore. And lastly, we are left with the past participle, ainsi. See how simply we solved it? First, it was a pronominal verb, so we wrote se sont. For negation, we put the ne and pas around our auxiliary. Then, after our auxiliary, we place our adverb, so then we placed encore, and lastly the past participle. So the answer becomes les élèves ne se sont pas encore assis devant le tableau. So the children are not yet seated in front of the board. The last question is, la belle actrice naître en Inde. The beautiful actress was born in India, and naître is our verb, so this is conjugated with être, so it's a ne with extra e because la belle actrice, this is feminine. And I hope this video helped and you had a good revision of Passé Composé. And that was all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you get notified every time I'm on YouTube. I'll see you in my next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.